Zach, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ben, how did you get into theater?
Well, I started theater in high school, thing where I was taking a theater class, and the teacher said, Zach, you're pretty funny and you seem to, get along pretty easily, so why don't you try out for the play and see how you do? And she really liked me, and I started getting the lead roles during my last 2 years of high school.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
Caney Creek High School.
Did you enjoy musicals or just comedies?
I really enjoy dramas, but I find that I get more praise for comedies and stuff like that. But I used to do a lot of drama.
Right.
A lot more drama in high school, and I enjoy doing drama a lot. But I find that I play a more believable character when I'm doing comedy.
No, that's kind of interesting because I would believe if somebody says you have a sense of humor, you have a good sense of timing, I believe that. But usually actors do want to do the drama. So what would be like your favorite drama that you've done so far? Any dramas that you want to do?
Well, my dream role is Edmond Dante in The Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. There's one being made in Great Britain right now, but by Richard Bean, I believe.
Okay.
And that's a dream role.
Right.
And I love the story of The Count of Monte Cristo.
It's an excellent story. Absolutely. So you play the Count, of course, right?
Of course. And Dante, because I would...
Big Greek party, and then you're going to go and you're going to get back little by little.
Little by little.
So comedies. Why do you think people like doing comedies? What is it?
As a person, I'm more comical than more dramatic. I don't get upset very easily and stuff like that. I love the stories of dramas. Right. But I think that when I do comedy, it's closer to how I actually act.
So you think that's why people accept you as a comic? Well, this is an interesting thing. Have you worked with people that don't have a good sense of comic timing?
Yes.
What do you do? So what do you do? Because that's such a, we talked about this before with other actors. How do you teach someone a comic sense of timing?
No idea.
Because some people have it and some people don't. Me, I could screw up a joke. You give me the best one, I can screw it up. No problem. I can screw up the punchline. But it's the same thing, when you're on stage, right? The rides could be perfectly funny. Some people can make it funnier, and some people can screw it up. So what is that?
No idea.
But you've got it, right?
I say I've got it because other people tell me.
Right. What are some of the comedies that you've been in?
We did Best Little Whorehouse over at the Owen.
Right.
I was the Aggies. Danced, and I was also one of the people that attended.
Yes.
As a chorus member, the director gave me quite a few, oh, Zach, you're funny, go do this over in the corner type of thing. But it was a lot of fun.
So what are you doing now? You're in college now, right? What are you majoring in?
Nursing.
Why? Why nursing? No, nothing's against it. It's just a lot like teaching. That I would bet that there are a lot of people who have the degree that aren't practicing. So, what draw you to nursing?
On a personal level, my dad came down, he had cancer.
Okay.
And while he was in the hospital, I would go and visit him, and my mom would stay there all the time. But he had a lot of nurses, and his doctors would come in and tell him what was going on. His nurses would come in, and they would joke with him and talk with him. And he got a lot from the nurses, and I think that if I were to become a nurse, I think I could give people a lot.
First year, second year? Where are you in nursing?
Well,
okay. What's going on?
I haven't actually gotten into nursing school yet.
Okay.
But my first 2.5 years in college, I was a music student.
Oh, really?
I was training to be a voice. I've done music since middle school. I was in choir. I started that in middle school, and I've been I went through. I was the main male guy in choir. I mean, Caney Creek, smaller sort of. I really enjoy music, and I got 2.5 years in, and I started talking to my professor, my voice teacher, and he said, "So, what are you going to do with your degree?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know."
So, is there kind of types of music that you like better than others, or you like it all? Or what kind of music do you like?
I really love it all. I have friends that will get on, like I'll play music or something
Sure.
while I'm hanging out with friends, and then they'll get onto my iTunes account and look at
Right.
stuff and just. What is all
They don't
this?
get it.
It's just like it's I've got pop, rock, rap,
Right,
all
right.
classical,
Right.
everything. It's I really just enjoy all sorts of music.
Do you use certain types of music when you're in different moods?
Yes,
Like
very much so. Like when for Cinderella,
Right.
it's been it's been kind of stressful. I've been
Right.
up here a lot building
Sure,
set and stuff.
absolutely. Yeah.
And sort of feel like I need something to balance that off,
Sure,
with the stress
absolutely.
and stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of Beastie Boys, and
Okay.
puts me in a good mood,
Hey, whatever works, man. What about your family? Is your family musically inclined, or no? You're the only one?
Not so much. I mean,
This is a common story. I've heard this over and over again. People say, "Yeah, oh, so you're a really good singer. What about your family?" Nah, can't hold a tune.
no. I mean,
But it didn't discourage you, right?
I love music, and my parents have always pushed me, towards
Right.
what I love. My dad could play a guitar really well.
Okay.
He never really sang a whole lot.
Okay.
My sister is such a bad singer that she became a percussionist.
Okay.
No, she's my little sister. When I was growing up, she's came to see me in choir and
Right.
stuff like that. So she would, she just loved the music and everything, and so
Right.
she tried to join choir. She couldn't, so she joined band. She became a percussionist.
She couldn't join choir? I mean, they wouldn't let her join choir?
Well,
This is like a hint.
I think she decided she didn't like it.
Oh,
much,
okay.
But she joined band, became a percussionist. She's
Oh,
great.
well. You approach a character. You said you prefer dramas. You just don't get to do them. How do you approach a character, especially, like, say, drama?
In drama, I have to read the part a lot because I would skip over other parts. Like when I wasn't in a part, I would just kind of not read.
Oh, you
anything
would
that.
just read your part.
My part,
Right.
My part is what's important,
Right.
obviously. But
Well, yes.
but I try to come at it from what my character would know and how he would react to that. I'm not a really great actor. I think it comes more from music than anything else. But I like to think that when it comes to approaching the character, I have a good approach.
Yeah, like certain characters that you would never do, you consider dangerous, or
I don't know. I'd have to study it
right
for me to really think.
Right.
Oh no, I can't do that. But I would say I don't really.
How do you approach your comic characters any differently? Or?
I think with comedy, it is a lot more about timing than it is
Yes.
about emotion.
Yes.
So when I think about a comedic character, I think about the lines and how the lines should be said. And then whenever I hear another person's lines coming towards me, sometimes I have to switch it up. So it's a lot more about lines.
Favorite musicals?
Favorite musicals?
That you see stuff on Broadway, or you see them downtown at Tuds? Or something?
The thing that really got me into musicals when I was young was Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when you're young, it looks so cool, and
Right,
the Phantom is such a dark character and
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
So when I was young, it was really great. I've sort of grown out of it a little bit, but I a little bit. I still like some of the music and stuff. I really haven't listened to musicals in quite a while. I get cast in musicals
Right.
because of my musical background.
Or you just prefer to do it rather than watch someone
I
do
prefer
it?
to do it a
Right.
lot more. I mean, I'll watch it if I'm invited to go somewhere with friends or something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
But I just like you said, it's hard to find the time sometimes.
Sure.
When things are playing, usually have other things going on. But I really do enjoy watching, but I also enjoy.
In Cinderella, I understand John roped you in. So hey, we need a comic guy. Yeah, we're short guys anyway. So
Yeah.
So what is it they call you in the cast?
They called me not Lewis once. Once. Now, and Deborah thought that was hilarious.
Oh dear.
So now everyone calls me not Lewis. Well, no, they're upset with me.
How do you know John these days?
I met John in choir my first year at Lone Star College. We were chamber singers together. He's just a crazy old guy.
He's a cool guy.
He's a lot of fun. He's the one that got me into Miss Saigon.
Yes.
And he emailed me and he was like, "Oh, Zack, we've got this really great part in Cinderella. It's just perfect for you." So I thought I would come talk to Deborah and see what she thought. Turned out Caleb, who's a music director, and I worked with Caleb over at the Ellen before. And he was like, "Oh, it's that loud tenor. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, we like you." I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm good or bad." Almost any tenor will tell you. Billy Joel
really
is really, really great. He's, I mean, it's when you're performing an art song for, like a recital or something like that. You could do Billy Joel and not go wrong.
How about that? I've always liked Billy Joel as a kid. Yeah,
every time.
Really? I have to remember that. Have you been to any of the concerts? I guess at the Simply Woods Mitchell Pavilion.
I mean, I went to Rush and I went to Heart and a couple other bands. On my off time, I enjoy classic rock.
Oh, classic rock, yes. Well, country and western is beginning to sound like classic rock too. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. When you said you were into music, do you compose? Did you used to compose? Yeah.
No, I have a bunch of friends being an ex-music major.
Sure.
That compose and stuff like that. And I talk with them, but I don't compose. I'm mainly on the performing side.
Do you like to write any, or is that?
When I was in high school and stuff, I wrote lyrics and stuff, and I would mess around on the piano. Never anything that really came to fruition.
You ever want to cut a CD?
Probably not.
No?
I've heard it is a lot of trouble.
Really?
But I love music, and I love doing plays like this.
Right.
But I really don't have a lot of interest in doing a CD.
And music, I guess when you do first see it, I guess you would have, you're just trying to get it perfect. Right? So you do over and over and
especially for a CD. I mean, you've got to get it just right. But,
You're at Sam now, right?
I am at Sam now.
Why Sam?
Well, I have quite a few friends going to Sam.
Okay, that helps.
And I was looking into getting into the nursing program at Lone Star College Montgomery.
Okay.
But it's very hard to get into.
Really?
From what I've seen. Whereas the nursing program at Sam appears to be easier, maybe the wrong word. But
the program is still just challenging, but it sounds like it's easier to get.
There are more people trying to get into Lone Star College,
right?
Because it's the Woodlands, people want.
So they got a lot of people here, right?
You want to live at home and go,
right?
But the college at Sam just doesn't have as many people trying to get into,
right?
So it's the same program,
sure.
It's absolutely nursing, but it's not as many people trying to get in.
So where do you want to get stationed when you get out? I mean, you want to try to get out of the greater Montgomery County area. You want to go to California or Alaska or New York or.
Well, at first, I want to stay around here for a little while, and just maybe vacation places where I like, because I haven't really traveled a lot.
Okay, sure.
As an adult,
right?
So I say that I want to go to Alaska, but I mean, once I get there, it's freezing.
I can tell you that, yeah. Summer's nice. The winter is not a lot of fun. In Valdez, where there was a person who had cut their artery and they got to the emergency room, and the doctor didn't know about pressure points. Okay, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Maybe I don't want to get sick here. Okay, so
What did he do? Just
I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. But
you got there blood everywhere? I don't know.
Are we sure that blood looks like ketchup? All right, let me see.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, it tastes like blood. Yeah,
salty.
smells like blood.
I don't know about that. Wrap that up. Leave him in the back. I don't know. Okay.
If heaven exists, what do you want God to say when you get to the pearly gates?
If heaven exists, when I get to the pearly gates, you did all right. You know, I don't expect to have done great,
Yeah.
but you know, like just you know, like sort of in passing, you know, it's hey, you did good, and then I walk in, and then
you walk in, and then you know what? We got this stand-up comic that is sick right now. We need you to fill in.
I'm there.
Hey, you're there. Here, come on. Let's see what you can do.
But I assume it's parties every night, so I don't want to get stuck at the gates too long. But
come on in, quick.
You did good. You're good. Go in.
Come on.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.